now at Jones and Mego. You got the Celtics in 5 or less, sweep or 5 games. You have the Celtics in 6, Celtics in 7, or are you like Tristan Cassis and you have a Mavs victory, probably because of Doncic on the other side, as Mad Dog called him earlier today. I hate when you get a bad case of Doncic, Arcand. It's not.
Doncic is the best player on the court.
A bad, itchy case of Doncic, you don't want that.
No, or the Badonka Doncic. No one wants that either.
It's true.
Although Mego was checking it out over at Sullivan's.
So I didn't get a look at the back page.
So we did some of our predictions yesterday. It was an abbreviated show. Let me hear them again. How'd you vote, Mego?
Okay, do you want my in-depth prediction or just the headlines?
Well, I mean, do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll say Celtics in 6. Porzingis is back. I highly doubt that he's even a Porzingis 100%, which is like a 70% for any other basketball player. I think Boston will do a fine job limiting Kyrie with their super defensive backcourt. But I still don't think that prevents Kyrie Irving from going off for like one game, you know, having one game where he just looks like the greatest basketball player on earth. I think you get Jason and Jalen combining for around an average of 50, 52 points a game, and you get Luka putting up 30-plus point games, but it's just not enough to make up for what Boston can do on the other side with three-point shooting and their defensive efforts. I think that's where the advantage just goes so much in Boston's favor, but I will say, and this is not going to be popular, I think the Celtics lose game 1.
What?
I know.
Is it because
when I came in here,
is it because you're going?
No, it's not just because I'm going to cover it.
The Adolini curse is kind of cleared up.
I was going to say, have we actually? Well,
just like the Doncic, it's cleared up.
They don't lose any games, but were you at either of their losses in the postseason?
I was at one loss, yeah.
Okay, so they've only lost 2 games all postseason.
So we got a 50% rate.
You've been to 50% of them, so
Look,
that's not great.
I'm putting it this way, because I say this because I'm saying Celtics in 6. I'm not going to pretend like there's not going to be Celtics losses along the way. And I think game 1.
Negativity that's in this town sucks.
I think it's game 1.
Last voice you want to hear today.
Game 1 is the kind of thing that psychologically can go in the Mavs' favor. You know, it's the rest, rust, stupid calculation thing. And then you have Porzingis. I don't know what he's going to look like out there. Like I said, he might just look like a baby giraffe that's just dropped to the ground and trying to figure it out again. And so that's...
God dang! So Mego has Celtics in 6, but also has the Celtics. That's an official prediction?
Also just turned into Calamity Jane.
I don't know what happened.
It was her Maryland roots.
God dang!
That's an official prediction? They're losing tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, official. Mego has them losing tonight, but winning the series in 6. Interesting. Let's circle back to that. Arcand, your official prediction.
My official prediction is the Celtics in 7. I do think they win tonight since we're doing the bonus here, but I think this is going to be a tough series for them. I don't trust them completely yet. I still am not all the way there. I know they swept Indy, but that was a series that was much closer than it had to be in some of those games where you're dealing with a team that was very shorthanded. And they've been dealing with shorthanded teams the entire time. Dallas is not, and their 2 guys have been playing at a tremendously high level right now, which you can't really say. I mean, you could say it about Mitchell, I guess, and maybe Siakam had a good series, but other than that, you haven't really seen the likes of Luka Doncic yet, and I think the Celtics are going to fall into some of their unfortunate old habits. I don't think this is going to be easy for them. It should be. I agree that this should be an easy series. The Celtics should take care of this in under 6 games, but I don't think so. I think they split the first 2, split the second 2.
That's what I was just going to ask. So hang on. So you also think they drop one of these games at home to start?
Yes.
You guys are nuts. You think they're dropping?
How many home games do they lose in the playoffs historically?
I understand, but
it happens all the time.
Okay, people were saying that last round against Indiana, and they won game 2. And they won it going away. They won it by like 20-plus when we were up in Salem. And so, I don't know. I don't think just because
they lost home games to Cleveland and Miami.
Yeah, fine. I don't think they're going to lose to this team. I don't think they're going to lose games to this team. I have the Celtics in 5. And so they probably drop a game in Dallas. You guys both think they're losing games at home. If they're dropping games at home to start the NBA Finals, they're in trouble. Like that to me is a bad sign for the Celtics team. Mad Dog just said it when he wasn't butchering names per usual. And I love Mad Dog. He was talking about how the Celtics are sloppy at home. I don't think they can get away with that against Dallas. You can get away with that against Indiana. I know they didn't drop any games there. You can get away with it against Cleveland when they're banged up. You can get away with it against Miami when they don't have Jimmy Butler. A team at full strength playing as well as they are, do not give away one of these home games. And you guys both think they're going to lose one.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is a really unusual circumstance that they're playing under. I assume that Porzingis is starting tonight, and he hasn't played in well over a month at this point. And it sounds like, honestly, like he's only gotten super active with the team in the last week or so. If you're taking the press conferences and the information we're getting at face value, and you're taking that at good faith. And on top of that, this team's been off for over 9 days. I mean, we did an entire segment about the finals countdown, going day by day, where I lost track of the days multiple times.
I know,
but I was like, we've just been waiting forever.
But the Mavs have been off for a long time too.
Not as much as
not
this
as much, but like a long time.
Team. This is, and I don't know. I think like if you're looking at the stars on these teams, the two duos, I do think that Luka and Kyrie are a little bit more equipped to, as Arkan likes to say, flip the switch.
Do I like to say that? Something I say?
Yeah, we were. Well, we were just playing a bunch of drops.
Well, switch the flip, I think, is what he usually says.
Right,
but yeah.
Flip switchers or switch flippers.
Yeah, the first one. He had it right the first time.
I think it's more of like
switched.
I learned from the best.
Yeah.
It's not because the Mavs are a better team. I absolutely think the Celtics are a better team. I think that this is there's going to be a lot of pressure. Oh my God, they're finally back in the finals, and it's just this one gets away from them.
Okay, I have Celtics in 5. I do not have them dropping games at home to start this series. Mego thinks they lose tonight. Arkan thinks they drop one of these games at home, likely game 2. So what do you guys think? Final chance to get your predictions in here today before game 1 tonight. 617-779-7937. You can vote at Jones and Mego. Celtics in 5 or less. That's how I voted. Celtics in 6, which is how Mego voted. Celtics in 7, which is how Arkan voted. Or Mavs win the series, which is how Tristan Cassis voted. And how most of the ESPN writers, who are the media types that are making these predictions for ESPN,